Hello and welcome. In this explainer, we're going to break down meditation and show you how it can be an incredibly powerful yet really simple tool for managing the stress and anxiety that, let's be honest, so many of us feel in our daily lives. You know that feeling, right? That sense of being completely swamped, where your mind is racing and a moment of genuine peace feels just impossible to find. If that sounds familiar, well, you're in exactly the right place. The good news is, a path to calm isn't some complex, out-of-reach goal. It's really just a series of simple, actionable steps. That's what we're breaking down today, a clear, straightforward guide to help you get started on finding that peace. Okay, so here's our roadmap. We'll start by preparing your space, then we'll move through the core practices like breathing and observing your thoughts, and we'll finish up with how to carry that sense of calm back into your day. So our journey begins with the very first step, setting your stage. Now, this is more than just finding a quiet corner. It's a deliberate act of carving out time for yourself, which is a really powerful foundation for the entire practice. So what's on the list? First, consistency is absolutely crucial. Whether it's 5 minutes in the morning or 20 before bed, find a time that works for you. Then, find a quiet spot, sit comfortably upright, that helps with focus, and maybe most importantly, turn off your phone and any other distractions. You're giving yourself a gift of uninterrupted time here. With our stage set, we can move to step 2, and this is where the magic really starts to happen. We're going to use your breath as an anchor, a simple tool to pull you into the present moment, away from all those worries about the past or the future. Once you're settled, just gently close your eyes. Start to notice your breath. A really simple technique is to count your inhale, say to a count of 4, and then make your exhale just 1 count longer, so to a count of 5. This little trick actually stimulates something called the vagus nerve, which helps slow your heart rate and signals to your body that it's time to calm down. This points to a pretty profound truth. Your breath only exists right now. You can't take a breath that's in the past or one that's in the future. So by focusing on it, you're automatically grounding yourself in the present moment. And that is the perfect antidote to anxiety. Now for a big one. What do you do when your mind starts to wander? Because, spoiler alert, it will. The goal isn't to have a perfectly empty mind. It's to change your relationship with your thoughts. So what does that actually look like? Normally, we get all tangled up in our worries, right? The goal here is different. You just notice the thought, maybe even label it like, thinking. And then you gently guide your attention right back to your anchor, the breath. A wandering mind isn't a failure. It's just an opportunity to practice returning. Now that we have our anchor, let's move into a more active phase of the practice. Here, we're going to cover 2 connected steps, consciously releasing physical tension from the body and using visualization to help the mind. You know, so many of us hold tension in our face without even realizing it. Try it now. Intentionally soften your jaw. Relax the tiny muscles around your eyes. It's amazing how releasing these key areas can send a signal of relaxation through your entire body. We can deepen this physical relaxation with a little visualization. As you continue to breathe in, just imagine a warm, calming light entering your body, filling up every single space with a feeling of peace and openness. And then, as you breathe out, visualize that same light carrying away any stress, any tension, any anxiety with it. You can literally imagine it flowing right out of you, leaving you feeling lighter and clearer with each exhale. All right, on to step 6. We're going to build on that feeling of release by actively reshaping our thought patterns, shifting from a place of criticism to one of self-compassion. When an unproductive or anxious thought shows up, first, just acknowledge it. No judgment. Then you can use a little mental cue, like simply saying stop in your mind. This creates a tiny bit of space to then consciously replace it with a more positive, compassionate thought. It's really all about training yourself to be your own ally. We've reached our 7th and final step, the gentle return. This is just as important as the beginning, because how you end your meditation really determines how you carry that calm with you. So no jumping up abruptly. When you feel ready to finish, just let go of focusing on anything specific. Just sit for another moment with your eyes closed. Then, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, maybe gently stretch your neck. Only when you're ready, allow your eyes to softly open. This gradual transition really helps integrate that peaceful state into your day.
So, that's our 7-step path to calm. As you start this practice on your own, what's the most important thing to remember?
It's this: the benefits are cumulative. Each session is like a small deposit into your well-being account. It might not feel dramatic the first time, but with regular practice, the calm, the clarity, and the resilience truly begin to build. Consistency is everything.
And of course, it's really important to share this note from our source material. Meditation is an incredibly powerful tool for managing anxiety, but for more persistent or severe cases, it works best as part of a broader approach, which might include professional therapy or other coping strategies.
So, we'll leave you with this question to reflect on. It doesn't have to be a huge commitment. What could just 5 minutes of intentional peace and quiet, guided by your own breath, bring to the rest of your day?